Greetings everyone, Mazahs here. Welcome to Mazahs Plays Agrarian Skies. I believe this is going to be episode 15, I believe. I may be wrong about that. Anyway, as you see here, I am partaking of the genetic sampler, and I've got some air drones in here. So, what am I looking for? Well, if we take a look at this, you'll see, well, I'll have to, let's see. Nope, don't want that one. Don't want that one. Anyway, what I'm doing here is that the one I want? No. I want. Sometimes it's kind of hit and miss, but at any rate, what I'm looking for here is, well, let's just grab one of these here and we'll put it in the Vializer. What I'm looking for is the pollination, this GUI dot maximum. I think that's a bit of a bug. But that is the last piece I am looking for on setting up what is currently being called the Uber Bee. Essentially, it's got all the best traits from all the different species that you can get. Here in a little bit, as soon as I get done with these, I'll kind of show you a little bit of how I went around or went about coming up with all the different traits and whatnot. So some of them aren't so difficult to get to. Some of them are quite hard. Like this one here. This particular bee wasn't that hard to get to. Well, it looks like I did not get what I was looking for out of those. So I'm going to feed these into redstone furnace here, and we'll just burn out the sample and give you the blank gene sample back. So one of them that I did was the doctoral. Doctoral has some pretty nice traits. Let's take a look in here. I think this will be easier. I don't want to goof with that too much. So there is a doctoral drone. So let's take a look at him. Longest life. There was another part on here. Oh, the climate, temperature tolerance. Up and down 3. So it gives you the greatest temperature tolerance. As you see there was some of them here. Let's see. Well, let's just do this here. So if I search for doctoral, it and this is a pretty good play. I like this. Takes the timely and a lordly. The lordly is an imperial and a timely. A timely is an imperial and an ethereal. And the ethereal is an arcane and a supernatural. Arcane is an esoteric and a mysterious. The mysterious is cultivated in an eldritch, and then the eldritch is whatever base species type. Same with the cultivated, same way. The esoteric, let's see, did I do the eldritch and esoteric, mysterious? Oh, I hit the wrong button. An eldritch and an esoteric is cultivated and eldritch. So first place I did was I went to the eldritch, and from there I was able to get the mysterious and the esoteric, and that was on the supernatural. So on arcane was a mysterious and esoteric, and so on and so forth. So eventually, with about uh, 5 hours worth of goofing around, just learning things on my own, I came up with the doctoral. One of the ways that I went about finding the traits that I wanted, let's do humidity. The one I went with was both 2, which I went with the robust, which robust is a rocky and a tolerant. And tolerant is a diligent and a rocky, and a diligent, of course, is a common and a cultivated. So went that route. And a lot of the other ones, there's, well, let's look at life. Okay, lifespan. As we've seen, that was the doctoral was the best one for that. If we take a look at it, it's got the temperature. Rocky, believe it or not, was one of the ones I started with because it had cave, which means it doesn't care about the light. Well, here, let's just take a look at, this is my breeding template. So you see it's got shortest lifespan, fertility 4, which gives you the most drones, temperature tolerance 3, ignores day and light. I got that from the Rockies. The humidity, I showed you that one. The tolerant flyer means that it doesn't care about rain. And cave dweller means that it doesn't care about seeing the sky. Flowers is a common, or I mean, it's one of the common ones, so it was pretty easy to get. Largest, same thing. Effect, same thing. Flowering, where did I get the flowering from? Fastest, yes. I got it from the rural, which is just a meadows and a diligent. Pretty easy to get a hold of. So currently what I'm doing, as you've seen, I had the, I'm also got some jadids going here. I want to, doggone it, and to take these out. And part of what I'm doing here is I'm going through and double checking that it's keeping the traits. So that one's good. And this one's good. And those are all good. So we can, I'll just take and throw that one back in there, and I believe those will fit. Yep. So I currently have those on. Yes, those are all good. Yeah. So let's go ahead and throw that one in there, and I'm going to, I had this with redstone signal off so that it would keep everything in here, so I could double check to make, it's not 100% when you do, and once I get some more air drones here. There we go. Got a whole bunch of them there. And on the air drone, what I'm looking for, as I showed you earlier, was this speed, the speed part here. So, and I want that, and I believe that's what I wanted. Get back over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I wanted. As you can see here, the one that I'm missing is speed out of the 13. I'm missing 2, and as species, I want to keep that blank. You could, by all accounts, um, set up a template for each species, which, you know, is not a bad idea. I mean, you can go in, like on here, I've kept a few of these. Like the doctorial species, because that was just such a pain to get. I wanted to keep the gene sample for it, and as you see, I've got the humidity, the temperature, longest lifespan, indoors day and night, the flowering, which is the area, or not the area, but the speed at which it does, and fertility, and those are both temperatures and spares. And this one here was, so on some of these species, you come up and it only has fertility of 1. So you'll take forever without using this. So, oh crud, I put that in the wrong one. Okay, that's no big deal. We just burned up some extra stuff there. So I want these in the sampler, please. Let's go over here and grab these. Throw those back in. And it has I think a 100% use of these and these. So it's kind of expensive. These take a diamond each. So, and air. Air is kind of interesting species to get to. If we take a look here, and we go to okay, it takes a windy and a windy. From what I understand is that under most circumstances you have to use, if you don't have GenDustry, you have to use the Domcraft bee mechanics to get these, to breed these two together. But we already had the supernatural bred and the ethereal bred, so that was pretty easy. Just, you know, because we went for the doctorial, and these were 2 in that line. So let's see, what do we get? And well, once I get this, the one I'm looking for, which is the fastest worker, I'll be back. And as you see here, I finally got it. Now I could go ahead and use this and try to go ahead and run these through and hope for the chance that I get some more of these, but there's an easier way. So I want to grab some of my blank genes. I'm going to come over here to this nifty little gadget, a genetic transposer. And I'm going to put 4 of those in there. Actually, I just want 3. Sorry. 3. Because I want to keep 2 extras. So, and basically what this does is it copies it. So we're going to make 3 copies, so we'll have 4 total of these gene samples. And there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of these over here. And then I'm going to grab this one out. This is for what I call my production template. And I know there was some I had some confusion on how these worked last episode. Well, anyway, I figured it out. You just throw it in a crafting grid, and there you go. So if you see on this one it says speed missing, and you look at this one and you see speed fastest. So it's that simple, and you get the template back, or blank back. So there we go. We have a breeding template with shortest lifespan and a production template with longest lifespan. So pretty cool, huh? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these blanks back in here. I think, okay, that was all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, and on each one of these, why? Oh, I didn't put the production thingy in there, and I had it turned on, so I need to look for my Jaded Princess that I've got. So I want that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. So I'll need to go through here and look for which one I had. Okay, this one is longest, max, and everything's good on that one. Everything is, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. This is a good one. That's a bad one. And this is a good one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all those back except for 2 of them. Actually, let's back that up. No, that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through on these 2 particular. I'm going to use, I generally do 5 drones, but I'm going to take my production template and I'll apply that to both of these. And I want upgrade, and I need the automation upgrade. I need to throw that in there. So that'll, when I'll after I get done with that. And as you see, I've got on these, I've already applied the one. I need to apply the fastest speed, or the speed fastest to it. These air drones, I really don't need them, or the air bees, I really don't need them anymore. They do give you air shards, but air shards are so easy to get with Ex Nihilo. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. And let's see, what do we got here? Not there. I've got these jaded. Once I get a good breeding stock with these, I'll go ahead and replace those. And I'm going to do the same thing with the purples. The Imperials, I'm going to keep those in. And the only real bee that I want to create more of, I don't need to breed any more of the doctorals. I think I've got plenty of those. The only other one is the Industrious. And hey, you. If we take a look at the Industrious, the reason we want it is, come on. Oh, I need to do you on you. Okay, I want the stringy combs, and once we get around to it, when we start doing the tree breeding, which we're going to have to get to pretty soon, is the pollen here. we'll need some of that. So, and these particular combs give propolis. And propolis, if we run it through, I was thinking there was something else we needed propolis for. Maybe I am wrong. Okay, never mind that. If we do look at propolis here, I do have the silky, and the silky is the stuff that I actually need. I was a little slow on the uptake there. If we take a look at the silky, it gives us, if we run it through a centrifuge, it gives us a silk wisp. And the silk wisp is used for these sieve upgrades, which are used for getting the pollen. And you can also use these for the woven silk, which I'll show you what that's for here in a second. And the woven silk, well, you can use it to make the apiarius sets, but it is also made for used for the alvearies, and we're going to need the stuff for the alvearies, if I recall. Let's take a look at quest book here, and I want to look at bees and trees, and I think, okay, I was wrong. I was thinking I needed the sieve upgrade. Now on this, I went ahead and I had created all these and I turned it in. This desert emulation, something is broke. So here in just a minute or so, we're going to try to fix that. Let's see. We still need to go through and make these. We've got the, I think I've got plenty of royal honey now. Yeah, I got plenty. But at any rate, I think what we'll do is I'll go ahead and apply. I'll show. Well, let's do this on camera. What you do is take the whatever template you want, and you throw the bee in there. Now it does take a few minutes for everything to run through. And as you see here, if I show it, it's got a slower worker on there now. So after it comes out, and that should be the only different, well, the lifespan. And now you see it is switched over to faster. So we'll go ahead and run all of these through. Okay, there's that one. And this just doing both the drone and the princess will make the odds of the applying the template stick, the odds greater. So, and then once it goes through and creates a queen, I will apply the template to that queen also. And the reason being is, if we take a look at on here, every once in a while you'll come up with one, as you've seen earlier, where it the active and the inactive trait sometimes just won't stick. So you need to run it through multiple times. It's really not, I mean, it's a few diamonds, but at this point in the game, I think I can afford the diamonds. I've got, you know, Let's see, where are we setting for diamonds? Yeah, I've got over 7,500 diamonds. So, first I could find got over 5,000 emeralds. So, yeah. Okay. Now that we've got our uber jaded bee, we could almost say jaded's been upgraded. Okay, that was bad. That was just didn't work. Okay. Now if we take a look at this queen, okay, everything's stuck on it. But just for grins, we're going to go ahead and run it through the genetic imprinter one more time. Now these other machines I've got sitting over here, as you see, I've got one of them's missing here. There's the DNA extractor, which makes your DNA goo. And this one here is a protein liquefier. And essentially what that does is it creates this liquid protein, and you combine those two ingredients along with a template with a species on it. And you can create a bee out from a template. So, pretty neat. It's one of those things I don't think I'm going to need. I went ahead and just made the machines. You never know, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave these lifespan upgrades in here for at least one or two iterations. That way I can make sure that the genetic imprinting stuck. And I'm going to go ahead and when I redo these and all the rest of these, I'll go through the same process. So let me get a couple of things together, and I think we're going to turn in some quests. So I will be right back. As you can see, I'm in the process of making up some scented panels with royal jelly, wood planks, beeswax, and pollen. The pollen is, we take a look at it, no, not that one. There. It's a byproduct you can get occasionally off of the jaded and industrious. Earlier I had said that I was wanted to do industrious, but now the jaded bees actually have a 20% and industrious have a 15% chance of producing the pollen. So yeah, don't need it. So anyway, we're slowly cranking away on these, and when I get done with those, I've also got the gene pool, purifier, inoculator, and synthesizer done, which takes care of everything for this. So the frames, I think I'll have to look. I may have to do some more on that, but to do the frames, if we take a look at frames, the untreated is just string and sticks. The impregnated is impregnated sticks and string. And I think, let's see, what was the other part here? I think it's soul frame. And let's see, where is the soul frame? Where are you? The proven frame is only gotten from villagers, by the way. Oblivion frame takes dragon egg to make. Nova frame. Oh, there it is. It's just an impregnated frame with some soul sand. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of the rest of this off screen, and we'll be back when we've got all the stuff to put together the alveary pieces. I've already got the tubes and all the other stuff I need. So we'll be back. Alright, I think I'm ready to turn in some quests here. So I'm going to do a manual select on that one. We're going to whack him, and then we're going to come up here, and I told that was DNA. So there we go. That shouldn't take very long at all. So it was just 100 buckets, and we're done. And let's get that one out of there. Let's choose this one. Let's do a select on it, hit it, and we'll tell it honey. And there we go. And that one shouldn't take very long at all. And we're done with the honey. And let's go ahead and get that out of there just for safety's sake. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back in the system. So I've still got a little bit of bee goo left, and got 79 buckets of honey. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have quite a few. I've got quite a few quests here to turn in. So let's go ahead and put together a nice little crystal chest, and I'll plop it down right there. So don't need that, don't need that. Let's go ahead and take the bag. I said bag. Thank you. And liquid bees. I've got plenty of those, so let's go ahead and take the bag. And that completes us for going with the flow. Sweet. Alright, for bees and trees. We'll go ahead and do this one. I've already submitted these, so we get lots of goodies. And then alveary, I went ahead and made these. And Any Eyes, your best friend if you don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to use alvearies, whatever they're called. I'm having a tongue twister day. I'm not going to use those, so I'm going to go ahead and take a bag. The frames, as I said, just untreated with sticks and string, the impregnated, and soul frame. I'm not going to mess around with the extra bees genetics. GenDustry does a really nice job. So let's take the that middle bag there. And the next one is genetic control. I've had these around for quite a while. We'll take that bag. Hey, we get some extra stuff there. Plus an indexer we don't need. And on this one, it's ready to go. And I was going to go ahead and do this, but I thought, you know, well, let's do this. There is a command. It is HQM edit. I think I hit that button. Yes. So that gives us this book. And what we can do is we can go in here, and I believe we right click on it, hold shift and click on a quest to automatically complete or reset their progress. I think. Okay. So in the spirit that, you know, we couldn't actually complete that quest, we'll go ahead and do it that way. So and that just gives us some goodies. So we'll go ahead and call that good. And let's go ahead and we'll put that book in there. Should probably go ahead and trash it, but hey. Alright, we've got some hearts, a bunch more bees, some honeycombs. We can throw the honeycombs in there. Let's go ahead and throw the bees in there. We may play around with those enders. And the modest, don't need those, don't need that, don't need that. We got some alveary stuff. Let's see, do I have... Yeah, I do have some hearts here. So let's go ahead and throw those two together. This will get us one complete one. I don't know if this will work or not. I didn't think it would. Alright, we'll have to save those for another time. As you see, I got some research notes here I'll have to take care of. So that gives us 7 more hearts. It makes up for all those death I've had. All right, we've got some got 6 greater bags. Regen. Limestone. We might need that. Corn seeds don't need. Pearl oysters. I would like to touch on mariculture before the end of the series. We'll see how far we get. Got some juice. Those would have been really nice about 15 episodes ago. And instant health. Nice. Alright. So there's a few decent rewards and some not so decent. And for the epic bags, oh, happy joy. More fun fish stuff. And don't even have room there. We got room here. Well, let's go ahead and I got this silly chest out here to put all this stuff in, so let's use it. There we go. And seeds. And some more Morvi decor. Yes, I have room for Morvi decor. And seeds go back here in this back chest here. So, well, that was kind of a productive end. Next thing here is we need to do some of the tree breeding stuff. And I think, yeah, and then we got to, I'm not sure what that is down there. As far as where we are in quest, we're getting, I've got, in fact, while we've got the time here, let's go ahead and finish up this endstone one. I do have the materials for it. So let's go over here to our this one and not the end. Select, smack that, and throw that in there. And that should, yep. And that was only 1,000 of them, so that's not going to take very long at all. In fact, we're done. And yeah, I don't want to spawn an Ender Dragon. So make sure that's not a rotten heart. And for the reward bag, we get a bunch of bee stuff. How appropriate. So, okay. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. We'll throw that stuff in there. And where I know I've got some more of those. They don't stack. Okay, we'll throw them in here. And we've got some more Ender Lily seeds. at any rate, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I think we're done with bees for the time being. I think we're going to focus on next is I do have all the purple dye to do this. I'm not so sure. I might have enough of the cobalt and ardite to finish up the molten manulin. I do have the amaranth planks. Colored bricks won't be too terribly hard. I've got the stuff to make the candles. Purple stained clay won't be that hard. I know I've got purple dye. The stained glass, those two are going to be kind of a pain, but we'll get through them. Let's see, where are we for cobble gent and dirt? I think those are going to be the main focus for next episode. I've got 98,000 dirt, which isn't nearly enough. That's only about 10 more, quadruple. And for cobble, we're setting at 10 million. That's what, about 20% of what we need. We need like about 43 million. And I think I've got a plan to get both the dirt and cobblestone. And how I'm going to do that will involve that. So I've got, let's first, I'm going to, where's flight potion? I don't want to do this without not having this active. In fact, I'm going to grab this guy and I'm going to put these down. So I'm going to go to pad. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go back up here to about 128, I believe. So right about there. Eye level 128. So what I'm going to do will, well, let's just say it's going to remain a secret until we get done with the next, well, you'll find out next episode. So it'll be interesting. I do want to, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but with the workbook, I'm going to take, where is pad? There it is. We're going to take that page out and we're going to shift click it and then we're going to click it again. We're just going to call this pad again. So that's how you you shift click them to unbind them, or to erase the location, and you can just click them again to go back. So hope you learned something. I know I did. Please subscribe, leave your likes, leave your dislikes, leave your comments. If you do leave any dislikes, let me know why. I would like to make this series better. So as always, take care.